Suns' new GM Brian Gregory has his first real test ahead of him in this year's draft. How exactly will he fare in the draft after you could argue that the Suns have really crushed the last two, especially considering where they're drafting? We all know Toumani Camara was an absolute steal, and Ryan Dunn seems to be no different in his own special way. Oso was a great pick in the second round, and Jalen Bridges looked promising in the G League all year, averaging almost 15 points on 38.4% from three. Can Gregory win Suns fans over with his first pick as GM at pick number 26 this upcoming year? The Suns front office will have you believe that he had a lot to do with the last couple of drafts, so we'll see if their success continues. Now, there are many players to consider at 26 this year, so I thought let's take it slow and go through these one at a time. So, without further ado, one player that would absolutely win me over is Adou Thiero from Arkansas. I don't think Brian Gregory needs to think twice if this kid is still available. Adou started his career at the powerhouse of Kentucky. He, just like his father, chose to play for Coach Calipari, who knows and gets top-tier talent. But this last season, he transferred to Arkansas and really blossomed with the extra minutes and getting to start almost every game. I mean, he literally doubled his point production from 7.2 to 15.1 points per game. My overall theory on this guy is that if you like Ryan Dunn, you will probably love Adou Thiero. Listed at 6'8" and already 220 pounds, he is a beast of a physical presence. My favorite part of his game is his relentless rim pressure.
Ruthless aggression.
Rim pressure is one of the many things that the Suns have been lacking. Someone that can just flat out get to the rim and finish with both hands in a multitude of ways. Why do they need that? Because it sets up the shooters on the floor for much better looks. Honestly, he might have fit in really nicely with former disgraced Suns head coach Mike Budenholzer. I've long argued that the reason his offense worked so well in Milwaukee, especially in the finals versus Phoenix, is because of Giannis's non-stop motor for rim pressure. I'm absolutely not saying that Adou is the next Giannis. But just look at this man get to the rim. Now, I know I'm going on and on about his offense, and he's primarily known as a defensive player, which is perfectly aligned with Phoenix's new identity that they are trying to create. But man, his offense is just so damn good, too. This is not a Patrick Beverley. This is not a Dylan Brooks. Conversely, I could watch this dude play basketball all day. He makes me want to go out and play basketball. In fact, it will not surprise me if he ends up climbing most GM boards and becomes out of reach for Phoenix. Now, I can hear you asking,
why is he so low in the projections if he's so great?
Well, it's likely the exact same reason Ryan Dunn fell to the 28th pick last season. Big questions about both of their shooting abilities. However, exactly like Ryan Dunn, I don't have much worry about that because both of their jumpers, their releases, their shots, however you want to call it, are smooth and functionally sound. Translation, I believe that both of them, with reps on reps on reps, can and will improve their shooting percentages, especially with how much more widely spread the court is in the NBA comparatively to college. Look at his jumper and let me know in the comments if you think it's broken, because I really don't. It looks good to me. I've also read that his handles leave something to be desired, but as long as he really measures out at 6'8", I see him playing the three at the pro level, in which case, how good do his handles really need to be? Mikal Bridges' handles weren't great as a rookie. Ryan Dunn's handles weren't great as a rookie. I just don't think that his handles are so bad that he can't play the three, and likely he will develop them to some degree. Defensively, the dude is just an absolute stud and a pleasure to watch.
My pleasure.
His explosive athleticism shows up, of course, in the high-flying dunks and ridiculous alley-oops, but it absolutely translates into block shots, whether it's chase downs or just out-jumping a driving opponent. He's also brilliant when it comes to contesting passing lanes. which is something I feel like the Suns haven't really had since Mikal Bridges was locking down the wings with his crazy length. In short, if the Suns can get this kid at 26, I think I would consider it an A+ type of pick. Tell me in the comments what you think of Adou. Hit the like button for me, and also tell me what players you'd like me to scout next before the draft.